Welcome back, everybody, to the Festus campaign, vanilla campaign. Vanilla, but still thematic. And quick status update on this campaign. Actually, before I jump into that, so I was just kind of thinking to myself, since Thrones of Decay came out, I have been playing the absolute, what's the right expression? I've been playing this game to death, basically. I have been playing so much Warhammer that it's kind of caused me to neglect other games. Not that that's a bad thing, but anyway, it's just kind of amazing to me. I knew this DLC was going to be good, or at least I had a pretty good feeling about it, but it is amazing to me how much Thrones of Decay I have played and still really not lost any interest in it. There's still lots and lots to do in Thrones of Decay, lots of factions that I still need to try out, and so anyway, I'm still really enjoying it. So I don't, none of that was a preface to me saying I'm going to slow down or hold off on the Warhammer 3 campaigns or anything like that. I'm kind of curious what other people think. I might be maybe a tad over enthusiastic about it, but I'm wondering if other people were as pleased by Thrones of Decay as I was. But anyway, so back to this. So Festus vanilla campaign. We obviously started out up here. We took Midheim almost right away. We came down, we eventually took Nuln. We've gone to war now with Wissenland and Nuln, defeated Elspeth. We've defeated Karl Franz, I don't know, 2 or 3 times at this point. He's still kind of straggling around here with an army or two. He's got a couple settlements over here left. Obviously, Elspeth still has Wissenland over here, although we've kind of pretty much reduced her to just a tiny fraction of what she started out with. We're also at war with the Wood Elves, and they're a little bit tougher, so we do need to pay a little bit of attention to them. But we did mess around for a little while with Middenheim as a, not Middenheim, Middenland as a vassal, because I thought it would be kind of amusing for Boris Tidebringer to be a vassal of Festus. It didn't go too well. It turned out to be pretty much a waste of time. We do, of course, still have Hochland here as our one and only vassal, and that's pretty much the way I expect it to stay for probably the rest of the campaign. I don't know. We'll see what happens once we go up north. So that's really what I'm thinking of doing at this point, is leaving the Empire in the hands of our 2 side armies, let's call them. One of them here is Harold Plagueis, up to level 5. Let's go ahead and give him his skill up, I guess, while I'm thinking about it. So we'll give him Rancid Visitations, because it's probably not the most effective spell, best bang for the buck, but I tend to use a lot on enemy lords because Nurgle does sometimes struggle to do damage. Their units are very much more defensive oriented in many ways. So anyway, so we've got this army. I think what we're going to do with him is we're going to destroy this the remnants of this army right here, Ulrich Pritzkock, and then probably try to race down here to defend Nuln. Nuln is in pretty good shape to defend itself, but if the Wood Elves come up with a stronger army, we do want to be able to defend it from that. So, in other words, I'm going to try to defend the southern part of our empire here with this guy, and I'm going to try to defend the northern part of our empire up here with this guy, leaving Festus to go north and try to find some more dark fortresses up here to take on. So that's kind of the broad strategy that I'm looking at. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have these 2 armies interact a little bit so that we can get basically as many of the single entity, or at least very strong units as possible into Festus's army. So we're looking at probably this Feral Manticore and the Aspiring Champions to go into Festus's army. The reason for that is just because the healing that he provides, it's good to have a smaller force in a much more compact area than it is to have a very wide front line with a lot of melee infantry, which is kind of what he's been rolling with for the most part in this campaign. So anyway, that's kind of the general thought. This particular general is leaning Nurgle authority, so we'll continue to try to do that with him as a theme. And this guy is more undivided authority, so we'll continue to kind of lean that way with him for his theme. There may be a little bit of exceptions to that because we're going to give him some of these units, and some of them, well, most of them are Nurgle. So, all right. So I think that's going to be enough talking about the strategy. We did just make nice with the Barrow Legion and Heinrich Himmler, so we don't have to worry about him, at least for the time being. Let's go ahead. Excuse me. I think we're going to have to end our turn here, right? Oh no, I still have enough movement to go ahead and do this. We got a little bit dinged up. We fought one battle over their end turn where we fought the two of them off. And then at the beginning of our turn, we destroyed one of their two remnant armies. We're going to go ahead and finish off the other one right now. Decisive victory. It's borderline whether I would even want to go ahead and just auto-resolve this. But you guys know I don't like to do that, so we're not going to. The battle over the end turn where we defeated both this army and another army of Karl Franz. In fact, the other one was led by Karl Franz. That was, I think, maybe my favorite battle of this campaign. It was a good one. It was one I expected to lose, and we ended up winning it. Those are always particularly fun. Okay, let's go ahead and just get you guys here on a broad front line. Forgot about you. Let's get you over here. Okay, you guys are my 4. Let's go ahead and get you in a control group. Locked control group, I should say. Get you guys behind them. 2 of you over here. 2 of you over here. Start battle. Are they coming towards us? They are not coming towards us. Well, they will once we start blasting them with magic. Isn't that right, Harold? Okay, let's go ahead and do... You know, I don't... It's a little unfair. It's a little unnecessary because he's only got 235. But even so, just for amusement, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get you guys charging in. Let's go ahead and get all of you guys swinging around the flanks. Let's get you moving in as well. Okay, they're shooting at us. That's fine. We can take it, and there goes. Oh, no, my... Right as I was about to click that, the screen changed for some reason. Okay, you get back, actually. Alright, you guys get ready to hit those archers. You guys get ready to hit these archers. In fact, you go ahead and do it. Okay. I don't... Alright, you guys go ahead and hit them now. At this point, there's not going to be a whole lot left to do. Let's go ahead and burn a little bit more magic, because why not? You... Actually, you go ahead and hit them instead. You can as well. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Let's speed it up. There we go. About as simple as it gets. 3-minute battle. We suffered 2 losses. Alright, then as we finish up the this battle... Ooh, a Lichborn Pennant. Sure, why not? Infections, unit experience, souls, and favor. I think I'm just going to, for now, continue to take the infections, because they're the hardest for Festus to come by, even though there's not really that many of them. And a little bit of experience doesn't hurt either. Okay. Very good. We'll take all that. Let's go ahead and... If I were to put you in this stance, you can actually make it the whole way back to Nuln. Let's do that. Just to be on the safe side. You are unfortunately losing 10 winds of magic per turn, which is most unfortunate. Let me see here. I didn't actually check all these things already, which I normally start every episode by doing this. Okay, let's go ahead and leave him there. Okay, you guys have already moved. Okay, so there's nothing to be done there. Let's check our diplomacy out. Oh, Grom. Grom is at war with Bastogne, Coron, and Carcassonne. I think... So all the Bretonnians, basically. It looks like he is not long for this world. I'm sure they hate us anyway. I don't really care if any of them declared war on me. So let's take a look here. He would give us 500. Why not? Why not? We'll take 500 from him. And quite frankly, it would be kind of fun to see Festus at war with Bretonnia. Okay. So now, that having been done, let's take a look at our settlements and just see if there's anything we can do from a settlement standpoint. Other than maybe building this, which I've already determined isn't really a high priority. What are we at right now? We got 20 units. Pretty decent garrison there. How much of a difference does this make? Well, it is a better garrison for sure. Still, probably not the best use of my money. And then Middenheim as well. You can burn through money very, very quickly with Warriors of Chaos. They're a very strong faction, but they can indeed burn through money very, very quickly. Okay. You cannot recruit anything. You have already moved, and you... Nothing to recruit. Let's go ahead and check this out. Raid Karak-Asgaraz. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Preparing for plague. Unlock a new... Yeah, okay, actually, I think we're researching the technology right now that is going to satisfy that. And then this is the one that's broken. Upgrade 3 Marauders or Marauders of Nurgle to Chaos Warriors. We've already done way more than 3, and it didn't work. Okay, we saw nothing from Reichland. Wissenland has 1 hero moving around in... You jerk! You absolute jerk! You assassinated my Chaos Sorcerer. I hate agent action. Well, I shouldn't say I hate them. I mean, the agent actions really add a lot of value to this game. They really do. But man, it just feels like I have atrocious luck with them. Okay. It's probably all selective memory. There we go, wounded. Well, at least he wasn't killed, I suppose. And there it goes. So we got 500 gold out of Grom before he was destroyed. Here we go. Send it to hell. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Now, here's Belagar. Very interesting. I want to see what level this person who assassinated me is. You better be a high level. 10. Yeah, high enough. If this had been like a level 1 or 2 agent that had wounded me, I would have been most unhappy. Okay. It looks to me like I cannot quite reach in 1 turn. I'm not in desperate need of additional replenishment right now. I don't see any enemies at all, quite frankly. Let's go ahead and move you to here. Put you in channeling stance. Okay. We could actually move a little bit further. How are the winds of magic are calm in both places. Okay, so there's no real benefit to us moving any closer to Wissenland, it looks like. I guess what I could do is I could once more see. Is this all... Oh, okay, never mind. This is all the same province. No wonder, okay. Alright, you up here. Yeah, I could have gotten another Nurgle Marauder from you, but it's fine. 15, I think, is going to be more than enough to take out Wissenberg and raise or sack. Okay, so I can't occupy it. Well, let's see what happens over the end turn. We may not get a chance to because there's a lot of other armies floating around here as well. So that's it for you. Now, Farmort and Festus. Festus, let's go ahead. Actually, stop for a second. Let me see what's available here. Nothing that you want to recruit in on your own. We're going to go ahead and give you these two, which means giving... Let's go ahead and give up some more of these. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, so this actually opens up a little bit more space in Festus's army for additional heroes or other units that we might be able to recruit in, and it strengthens far more enough where he'll have a fighting chance at actually being able to defend. Let me spin my camera so I get my bearings here. Defend this area, the northern part of our empire. So Festus, if I were to move you into March stance, you could get as far as here. The winds of magic are weak up there, weak up there, weak up there. So it's probably more important at this point that we cover ground than it is that we gain winds of magic. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay. You, meanwhile, nothing for you to nothing recruitable there. Here we have still nothing good to recruit. So it might actually be worth our while here at some point to actually start building some of these basic military buildings to be able to get, well, particularly maybe if we can get this one going, we could get a better shot at getting some more chaos giants into our army. I do wish that there was a Nurgle version of chaos giants. And of course our other option that we could do with him to keep it single entity oriented is we could use the gift of Nurgle that provides beasts of Nurgle, soul grinders maybe, hell cannons, chaos war shrines of Nurgle. So there are some other options. What we really need to do though is we need to finish this. If I remember correctly, that Chaos Sorcerer who got wounded by the agent action failed in 2 consecutive attempts to steal technology in order to try to make this happen a little bit faster. But yeah, once we get this, we'll get this +1 Gifts of Nurgle, which we're definitely going to want because I really like keeping this one. This one is so good. This Deadly Transmission enables replenishment in foreign territory. It's just a game changer. And meanwhile, we could... Yeah, see, this would give us the Chaos War Shrine if we wanted to use this gift. This is giving us the Beast of Nurgle, so that's a possibility. Got the Plague Ogres up here. We've got... Here's the Soul Grinder. So we're a ways away from being able to activate that one, but we're not all that far away from being able to activate this one. And we can already activate this one if we wanted to. So, well, got to finish researching the technology first. Meanwhile, let's decide what I'm going to do with you. You need the channeling, and it's not as desperate for you to cover a lot of ground because you're going to stay in this area anyway. So let's give you the Winds of Magic. You guys are going to stay undivided. You guys are going to be the backbone of this army for the time being, but we'll start trying to get more of these Chaos Undivided Marauders added in. You do have the Plague here, and it lasts for 6 turns. That's great. 4 more turns here. You do not have a Plague, so we could give you one. What symptoms might we want to give you? We still need to unlock this, and this, and this, and this. Let's do this. Boom. No. Let's give you the armor. At this point, we have... Let me back out of this. Okay. At this point, we have enough money that I'm a little bit less concerned about saving on the upkeep. Let's go ahead and do... armor. Oh, I need to... Okay, scratch what I just planned, because I might want to put a... Okay, don't have anything to build here. I didn't realize this is... Where is it? This is 50% off construction time for buildings. That is super useful for Warriors of Chaos. I wish I had thought of that before building that, for example. But like up here, this would be... Well, that only cuts it off by 1 turn. This... And that only cuts it off by 2 turns. Okay, never mind. Alright, false alarm. Not quite as useful, at least right now, as I was thinking it might be. So let's go ahead and give you this. Unlock this. Unlock that. Infect. We've got 1 more before the symptoms get rearranged. And you've got yourself Weeping Lungs. That sounds lovely. Okay. Did I check out diplomacy yet? Not this turn. Let's go ahead and do it.
Who calls?
Okay. If we've discovered... I heard Tallyman yelled out, so that means we have discovered Epidemius here. He does not like us, huh? Well, not much anyway. Guess it's more just because we're so far away. Alright, we've already done our play. We've already looked at... Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay, Reichland, nothing to see. Wissenland. Well, they've got an actual army there now. Yeah, you'd better fail. You should be exhausted and suffering a negative to your chances of doing agent actions. So, one thing that I was going to mention, one reason why I'm kind of okay with Festus leaving the Empire and heading up north, even though it is leaving some of our enemies to survive a lot longer. The enemies, as long as we keep beating them up every once in a while, they're actually going to be a good source of money and experience for our armies down here. So I'm okay with it, as long as it doesn't get overwhelming, as long as, like, Sylvania doesn't declare war on us as well. That would be a bit of a concern. But dark fortresses are, quite frankly, very easy to defend. Okay, peace negotiated between... Alright, that makes sense. A couple of Vampire Counts factions there. And we've got our dark fortress. Okay, so now... If we can get enough infections, we might be able to get that plague on Middenheim here in time to help us build some of these up faster. So we might try that. So meanwhile, you, first things first, still nothing to recruit in. We're looking at 2 units plus 7 units. That doesn't worry me too much as long as there's not another army close by to help out. So we're going to go ahead and attack this. We'll probably just raise it. No, we'll... Yeah. How many settlements does Wissenland have? That's it. That would wipe them out. The problem is, if I raise it or sack it, it doesn't matter which. Sylvania will almost certainly grab it. Do I really care? Probably not. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and... I do try to use these right here also as an idea of, you know, what's thematic to do. So, since I have an objective to raise or sack this settlement, that's what I'm leaning towards doing. Let's go ahead and give the spell resistance and the magical attack to him. This is just a field battle, I think. Sure enough. They've got 2 ranged units, including those long rifles. Okay, so those are sniper units. Those are quite good. We're going to want to get our Chaos Warhounds on them. They're quite good, but I don't think they're good enough to stop this from being a pretty one-sided battle. With a little luck, it will remember our deployment from the last battle. And it did. Okay, very interesting. Let's go ahead and start deployment here. Let's go ahead and get you guys moved up much, much closer. Okay, let's go ahead and... Okay, yeah, that's not surprising. They moved as far back as they possibly could. It's kind of what I expect. Let's go ahead and get you guys again on 4 locked control group. We want you guys up here, or do I even want them? Let's get them over there. You guys can get over here. Start battle. 4, you guys just charge forward. It's just vanilla, so I don't have to be too particularly concerned about the vigor loss from running across the battlefield. Let's go ahead and speed things up. They're going to start shooting at us here. I'm just making sure these guys move slower so they don't get... They're not the ones who are going to be targeted by... In fact, you ended up in front anyway. I don't want you targeted by the snipers. Okay, now you can get back this way. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Let's get you guys like so. 4. Let's draw it like this. And then when we get a little bit closer, we will actually begin the charge. You guys move forward. Okay, who are they shooting? They're shooting at those Chaos Warriors who are shielded, and yet you can still see they're doing really good damage. Okay, let's go ahead and Blight Boil. Let's do this. Love it. Love it. Follow it up with a Stream of Corruption there. Okay. Alright, 4. Everybody charge in now. You guys get in here. You guys round behind. But the main thing we want to do is we want to get you on those long rifles. Once the front lines have engaged. Oh wow, that's interesting. Their long rifles ran into melee here as well. Okay, you can actually hit them. Alright, let's go ahead and get a... not you. You have a better chance at actually having the passive benefit of providing healing. Let's go ahead and do it right there. Okay, we have plenty of Winds of Magic. Rancid Visitations on him. You know what? You can actually go ahead and fight him because you've got this Helm of Many Eyes. So why not? You can replenish if there's ever anybody who needs it. Looks like we're making pretty short work of the Regiment of Renown there, the sniper unit. Looks like we've overwhelmed them over here. Let's get you in on him as well now. You can use this on yourself. If you take damage, you can cast that. Okay, let's go ahead and get everybody on him. Let's speed it up. Okay, we're not really doing diddly to him. So let's go ahead and get you guys who do the least damage. Let's get you guys out of there. You guys, I presume, do more damage. Yes, you do. You can stay on him. And we can go ahead and do a Rancid Visitations on him as well. I think that should probably give us a pretty good chance here to finish him off. What's he at? 230. Speed things up. 52, 46, 39. Poor guy. End battle. Alright, well, that's the end of Elspeth. So what is going to give me the most infections here? That's really the question. 1,400 loot. We look like we're doing okay money-wise, but like I said, Warriors of Chaos, you can burn through that very, very quickly. So raising... Ooh, subjugating. I didn't even think about this. We could subjugate her and make her a vassal. Now, if we do that, we don't... Yeah, thematically, I had just said, wow, that's all we get is 10. 10 infections. We get 78 from sacking it. But we do get more souls from raising it. We're going to raise it. Okay. Yeah, Festus doesn't get the benefit out of having additional vassals like Archaon and Kolek do. Okay, casualties... Yeah, sure, we'll take that. Why not? Send it to hell. Mission successful. Very good. Faction destroyed. Path to glory unlocked. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Did we trespass on Averland here? Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at his path to glory. Unlocked. He got Soul Harvester. Very good. If we want him to ascend to demonhood, we need 5,000 souls, and we're quite far from that. We need to reach rank 15 or rank up in a raiding stance. In any case, let's go ahead and give you Stream of Corruption. And you've already got that. Okay, so everything looks good right there. Okay. Can any of you level up or upgrade? It does not look like it. Festus the Leech Lord. Here we go. I want you... Weak. Wins a magic week. Wins a magic week. How strong is Nordland? Do I really care if I tick them off? Absolutely not. They are super weak. In fact, we could easily vassalize them if we wanted to. I just said Festus doesn't really benefit from vassals the way that some of the others do, but even so, it's a consideration. Okay, and I did not unlock enough infections, unfortunately, to be able to put the plague on Middenheim to... Oh, he's at minus 96. I did not even realize that. That's wonderful, because that means we'll get a rebellion here, which means more souls, infections, and money and experience for Farmort. So I'm actually quite okay with all that. Let's move you here. Although we got to do something now to actually make this rebel. What stance are we in? Yeah, if we change it to this stance right here, this gives us a -4 to control. Let's do that. Should have done it last turn, quite frankly. This we want. This I think we probably want. This we want. See how quickly you can burn through You can burn through money here as the Warriors of Chaos. So let's give you... What, do we want this maybe? Do we want this? We want this. Because I actually want to get some cavalry here in Farmort's army. Do we get any benefit, other benefits at all about having this? Favor from all buildings plus 10% and a little bit of growth. Okay, we'll take that. Do I want to do this? 2 Chaos Warriors, 2 Halberd Chaos Warriors, 2 Chaos Trolls, 1 Chaos Chariots. Versus a bunch of Chosen. It's tempting, but it's also 10,000, so I'm not going to do it just yet. Instead, I'm going to make sure that I keep filling you up with the right kinds of units here. I really want some cav. Okay, meanwhile up here, Brass Keep. Do I need to keep going here with growth? I could, because I can demolish this growth building here once we have enough population to level this up. But that's 20,000 right there. So that right there is a good reason to save up some money. These dark fortresses are very powerful, but also very expensive. And you look like you're getting close to rebelling as well. Okay, good to know. Let's go ahead and... Okay, I could do this. Let's do it. And do I want to convert you over to Nurgle? I do, so let's go ahead and upgrade you. Boom. Very good. Now... Just double checking here. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. We are 1 turn away. We need 5,000 next turn to start him leveling up to 3. Let's go ahead and check out our diplomacy. 1 less enemy to worry about.
This action does not.
Reichland, meanwhile, is not looking too good. They are only at war with us and Hochland. Hochland has 7 settlements, and yet I have 0 confidence that Hochland could even defend themselves against Reichland, much less actually take the offensive against them. Particularly because Reichland... Wait a minute, where is Reichland? Right here. These are Reichland's settlements. We do need to take Ubersreich, because this is really the only place where Reichland can keep recruiting new units in. Pretty sure he can't do it from Helmgart. Okay. Let's go ahead and end this turn. 20 minutes left. Okay, we need to be careful about Draika as well, because I'm sure they hate us. In fact, Draika looks almost like she's moving towards Brass Keep. Alright, Hochland, what are you doing, my man? Aldebrand Ludenhof, I believe this is the faction leader, right? Maybe he's moving towards Ubersreich. Oh, Oslin just got ambushed by Draika. I'm sure that was ugly. Okay. Very interesting here. Fator gained a level. War declared Sylvania and Averland. Musalon and Bastogne. And Scaling and Lorelorn. Okay, that's all fine with me. None of that really impacts us all that much. Before I do anything here with Festus, I want to take a look here at Draika. Okay, Draika's level 20. It's a pretty strong army. I don't think it's strong enough to just walk right up and take Brass Keep. How close is she to declaring war on us? She's very strong. She's at war with Ostland and Drippin' Fangs, so those are two minor factions. It would not be at all unlikely for her to declare war on us at any point in time, so we do want to be prepared for that, which basically means Farmort, you need to keep getting stronger. Middenheim is... how many turns away here? You're 2 turns away from the horse barn. Let's keep you right here for now. Actually, up here, we could get some more aspiring champions. If we were to move in march stance, we could get up to here, but unfortunately, I don't want to be close enough that Draika would be tempted to attack us and destroy our army, because I'm reasonably sure that she could. Meanwhile, we also we're waiting around for the rebellion to happen here, so I'm going to stay right here. Okay, meanwhile, Festus, back to you. Of course, I could send you over here against Draika, now that I think about it. Am I close enough to attack these guys? I am. They've got Empire Knights, level 7 Lord, some Pistoliers. Don't know what all's in there. And they've got that garrison. Some decent units. Really probably not any match for Festus, however. Let me take one look here at our hero situation. Actually, let me look up here. We've got 3 out of 0 capacity and 3 out of 3 capacity. We need some Cultists of Tzeentch. Why do we have Cultists of Tzeentch available as Festus? That is something new from Thrones of Decay that I am not remembering right now, probably. Okay, so Nuln. Yeah, we want you to level up. And we could attack Averland. How does Averland look right now? Not too strong. They're at war with Sylvania. Sylvania would like us if we declared war on them. Let me take a look here at you. Get you. You've got fleshy abundance as much as I can give you. Let's go ahead and give you... I'm going to give you a bonus here to Rancid Visitations, I think. Okay. Now... what do you mean that's all the farther we can move? We have our full movement. Oh, it's because there's a river right here that I need to get across. Well, that makes sense. And and Sylvania didn't take this. Instead, Averland took it. Very interesting. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to come across here. Next turn, if nothing changes, we will go ahead and attack Dotternbach and make nice with Sylvania. They'll give us some money, probably, to declare war on Averland. Maybe we want to go ahead and check that out now. 1,500. I can do it next turn. Okay, Lord not moved, so back here to Festus. How much time do I have? I have enough time that I could go ahead and fight another battle. I don't really see why not. I can go into channeling stance and still fight this battle. I just don't see any reason not to, quite frankly. Declare war.
Absolutely not. Is dead.
Close victory. Interesting. So the garrison, they just have quantity on us. They don't really have that much in the way of quality, but they do have a decent number of ranged units. So we may I don't know. Let's see where the reinforcements are coming in from. They're coming in behind their main line. Their main line is almost certainly going to deploy as far away from us as possible. I suspect they would be foolish not to. Start deployment. Sure enough, that's just what I expected. However, we can at least start here with Vanguard deployment. So let's go and get all you guys as my 4 deep and not wide. Let's go ahead and lock that formation. All of our single entities here, we want on 1. Actually, no, not all of them, because I don't want the Chaos Feral Manticore on 1. Yeah, let's go ahead and do all you guys here. 1. You know what? Which guys have speed? You have speed. I should have taken you off of it. My mistake. You have speed. So you two have speed. We're going to put you on 2. Along with... How fast are the Bile Trolls? Relatively fast. Okay. Let's get you on 2 as well. No, let's put you on 5. You are 6. You are part of 2 as well. No, you should be part of 1. Okay, and you're my wild card. Okay. How long before they come in? Almost 3 minutes. We can do a little bit of fighting before they come in. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Start battle. Everybody just... Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. I'm wasting time here. Speed up. Okay, those handgunners are going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and get you flying over here so that they don't shoot you to pieces. You guys slow down so they don't shoot you to pieces. Let's get you like that. You can fly over there and then fly over towards them. Now, you guys, let's go ahead and do this. You guys back up. Okay. You guys now go ahead and pick targets. 1, you guys kind of go in towards him along with you. 2, you guys can go ahead and follow up. 6, let's get you up here. And 5, let's get you... Actually, let's get both of you ready to cover this flank. From those pistoliers, maybe. Okay, you have now charged into the handgunners. You got halberdiers coming up behind you, so that's a bit unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get you helping out over here. In fact, all of you on 1. Help out over here. Okay, you can go ahead and do... You can charge into them. The rest of... Oh, I need to get you on your heel. Summon some chaos bombs. That sounds good to me. You go ahead and get in on those halberdiers, please. You on those halberdiers, and you can do your explosion thingy here. You've already taken some serious damage, but you're close enough to Festus that you should be okay there. Okay, you get in on those archers. You guys on those archers as well. Actually, you scratch that. Get on those handgunners. Okay. Doing alright here. Doing alright. Oh, yeah, you guys, I want you on them. No, actually scratch that on them. Get on them. You have no chance at catching up to them, so go ahead and get in on them instead. You guys stay on them. Let's see what happens there, okay? Manticore. Okay, here come the reinforcements. Let's go ahead and get you now over here helping out on them as well. You guys throw your axes at them. You guys, yeah, charge in on those Empire Knights right there. My ones, you guys have not made as short a work of these guys as I had hoped. Let's go ahead and use this. Let's go ahead and do this on them, on those Empire Knights. Let's go ahead and... Okay, they're broken now. Now everybody charge up this way. You guys are holding your own. You are holding your own. You guys... Yeah, stay on them. You take care of them. Actually, you go ahead and... Let's do this. Let's reduce their melee attack. Okay, how are you doing? Let's get you over here helping out on those guys. You guys are holding your own. You're holding your own. You guys up here. Let's continue to get all of my ones in here on those handgunners. Festus, go ahead and do a stream of corruption here on these Empire Knights that are bogging you down. Pretty good. Get in there. Let's go ahead and do a fleshy abundance on our giant. And Festus and the giant, let's actually go ahead and get you guys there on them. You guys keep working on those halberdiers. You guys, how are you doing? They're wavering, that's good. Let's put all you on 2. Okay. 4. Oops. You are doing pretty well there. Let's go ahead and get you on them now. You stay on them. They're broken, actually, so now all of you can go on them. Those Empire... I tell you what, you keep chasing those Empire Knights. You have those guys broken, that's good. Get in on them. You can go ahead and charge in here on them. Let's go ahead and debuff them. You guys are doing fine. Yeah, yep, do what you can over there. Now 1. Let's do what we can here against him. Let's go ahead and ransom visitations him. Festus and the giant, you guys back on him. You on him, but you don't have any buff. You do. Stay on him. Okay, Harold, you can get in on those great swords and do your explosion thingy when you get there. You should make short work of them. You guys get on those halberdiers. How are we doing over here? Continue to try to run them off. That's fine. You guys have done a pretty good job over here. Get on those archers. You guys have them wavering but not broken. Okay, right here. Let's go ahead and do a stream of corruption right here into there. That looks pretty good. And he's about dead. Let's go ahead and try to get him dead before he gets off the map. Any chance? Yep, we got him. Very good. Nicely done, guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch you back to healing now. Let's go ahead and do a debuff on those halberdiers. You guys get in on these halberdiers. You are still running them off the map, but they're not shattered yet, so you just stay on them. You guys have broken all them. Let's go ahead and get you now on those swordsmen. Let's say. Let's go ahead and take care of the rest of these Empire Knights here. They're broken. Let them run off the field. You get in here, help out on the enemy lord. Let's go ahead and give somebody a debuff. I don't really see anybody who needs the debuff right now. We'll give it to you. Okay, you should be winning right there. You should be winning right there. Oops, didn't mean to do that with everybody. You guys, never mind. You guys help out here. Okay, I think we're... There we go. Okay, we got one more lord or hero over here. I think he's a lord to try to kill. So everybody on him. He is... Oh no, we got 2. Oh no, he's not a lord. He's just a leader. A halberdier unit, looks like. Okay, so you guys... Some of you do have buffs that you should be able to use. Well, at the very least, we could switch to that. We can do a rancid visitations on them. Actually, no, we don't. I shouldn't have done that. Let's go ahead and get a fleshy abundance on our giant. Everybody else back in here into the middle so we can get a little bit of healing on you, including you. How are we doing here? Still almost 600 left. Okay, switch you back to healing. Can you guys get any healing? I guess it doesn't matter at this point, quite frankly. You're not going to get units back. How are you looking? 160. From a timer perspective, we're just about done with our time. Come on, guys. Finish them off here. What's going on? The heck is taking so long? There we go. Enemy lords wounded. End battle. Okay, so some of the garrison obviously survived, as did the Siegfried Swaft army. Some of them survived, so we're still going to have to attack the settlement itself after having defeated this army. Alright. So we got no infections at all. We can get another 100, however, from this, or we could get 500 souls. At some point I need to start taking souls again, don't I? Because I want to get up to 5,000, so yeah, I'm going to take the souls this time. So he's retreated. We did kill the Lord, so they will have a replacement there. We gained Crown of Everlasting Conquest. Okay, yeah, that's good. Is that, yeah, that's a permanent... Oh, that's excellent. Okay, yeah, I quite like that. And then, gain some ranks here as well. So we've got all of this. Let's go ahead and apply our ranks. We're gonna get. We've already given you all the thematic abilities there. I could start to give you the red line. You have, I think, everything that I really want to give you from a magic standpoint. You have Lightning Strike. I guess I should... At this point, I may as well finish up the blue line. So what would that be? Fed Gallipot, probably, or Gallipo, whichever. Plus, I think that's going to be the... Yeah, this is... That works for me, and then we'll take Disease Bearer with our next one. Okay, you get Specialist. You get Deadly Blade, or no, you get Infernal Champion. I've given you all of your thematic skills. You get Aura of Chaos, and you might be a good one to give this to. Enchanted item. Boom. Very good. Okay. You...
So many cadavers, at least.
What do I want to do with you? This is Pestilent Decay. Causes damage to combatants. This is very, very nice. It's basically like Locus of Contagion, except it's permanent. So I don't see any reason not to take that. That's probably the whole reason why I devoted him to Nurgle. Okay. Happy about that. How tough are you in melee? Iron Skin, yeah, okay. That works for me. We made you a warrior wizard. Your stats probably still aren't great. No, they're not super. But it's fine. Let's go ahead and give you hard to hit. And then this army, we can now, before I do anything else, because it's going to save the game here when I lay siege to Salzenmund. So anything else that I need to do? You have no movement. You do have movement, but I think you're where I want you. Brass Keep, I don't really want to spend the money to upgrade those. Middenheim, nope, you're fine as well. Okay, alright, so, yep, back here to Festus. We will, we'll go ahead and lay siege here just to save the game, but we will go ahead and fight this battle. First thing in the new episode, I don't see any reason not to go ahead and launch the assault, even though we haven't built any siege weaponry, because after all, this is vanilla. So, at least it's not the easiest of the walled settlements to take. But anyway, we'll go ahead and pick it up there then in the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you then.